this way anyway. Me,
no
I
doubt.
always stand like the country is not working. And to me, I always say to them, they said I shouldn't curse them. I'm not cursing anyone. I'm not cursing anyone.
It's not
The
a
country
cause
cannot
now.
work. People, we should just know and know and know that country cannot work.
No,
There's no how you run the country like that and you expect anything good from that
it's
thing.
not
It
possible.
cannot work. You bring in what is it called? Crude oil from Nigeria come here to exchange for diesel,
Eh,
right? You bring your crude oil to exchange for money. You bring
do
your
you want
crude oil.
me? Do you want me to kind of shock you a little bit before you go? Yeah, you are talking
Yeah,
about taking crude oil to bring diesel and petrol to Nigeria, and they leave everything else from where
yeah,
they take the crude.
yeah,
That one may
yeah,
sound ridiculous to you. Have you heard that the dry port import? I mean, sorry, in Kaduna, the one they built with
yeah.
they built it with over what do you call it? Over $2 billion, right? They
Hmm.
call it a
God for them.
refinery, right? Do you know that
Yeah.
when they were designing the refinery in Kaduna, the intention is to be importing the crude oil that the refinery will be
Hmm.
refining. They will be
Yeah.
importing crude oil from Brazil. Can you even believe that? Crude
Hmm.
oil that is in
Hmm.
Port Harcourt there.
Imagine
Crude oil that is
they will
there in
be importing
Bayelsa.
crude oil from Brazil.
They
Oh my
designed it.
God.
They said the crude oil is going to be imported from Brazil. I
Oh.
said, one thing plan a breakup. Now the rest of Nigeria no know. They know that they don't get crude oil. They are building a refinery with Nigeria money that will not
With
refine any
Nigeria
crude there,
money.
right? But from Brazil. Tell me
But
about
my
a joke
problem
of a
is
country.
these people, all these elites
Eh,
or whatever you call
eh,
them. I didn't know see what is going on.
oh,
Is this the selfishness that is killing them, that they're making them misbehave? Can they see all the schools, all the primary school students that just sitting on the floor to
they don't
write
care.
something, to write the exam?
They don't care.
Without roof, there's no roof, there's nothing.
No, they
Eh?
don't care.
Can't we people? I told them this. I said revolution is going to be the end of this thing.
They
If
will
you
never
people
want
like
it.
you don't want war, I said you don't like war. I'm not saying there's war, but to me, it's better
No, when
to
next
just
people tell you,
dabaru the
hang
whole
on,
thing.
but I'll tell you something, ma'am, right? When next people
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
we don't want war in Nigeria, we
yeah,
should all pray
yeah.
and make sure that we do everything in peace. Tell them,
Hmm.
did you ask for poverty before they force it on you?
Abi,
Eh? Did we ask for poverty,
Abi.
ma'am? Did we ask for all of this?
Hey.
They forced it on us. They
Hmm.
said it's a reform. We should accept it. But we are watching them
Hmm.
filtering away the common, people say
Come
common
on,
patrimony. They are wasting
money.
everything away.
Yeah.
And you are saying that we don't want war. Did we ask for poverty?
Hey.
Ah,
Oigo,
man,
this is so sad though. This is so sad though.
it
This
is
is
what it
really
is.
sad though. And I think I'm praying that people will just rise up and understand this thing
It's almost
cannot be
time.
continued like this.
It is
We can't
almost
be
time.
continued like this. When I told someone, I said, "Do you think we in diaspora we don't want to come home?
Hmm.
Especially the elderly ones. You think we don't want to come home? Now you don't have any kids with you. The children are on their own in this country. The children don't even want to come. But let me tell you something. My granddaughter, you know what she said to me?
What she said?
Well, she came here and I was now talking to her, and one of my friends was asking her, "Are you coming? You're coming to Nigeria?" She said, "No,
No.
I'm not coming to Nigeria. Why?" I said, "Why? Why you don't want to go to Nigeria?" She said, it's a high risk. There's no security there. It's a high risk country. Imagine, I'm thinking like not up to 7 years old. Not up
They
to
know
7 years.
they
You're
know
going
the
to.
world there around them. They know this world around them. They talk to them in their schools. They ask
He said,
questions and they
she
don't
said,
tell them
he
to
said,
shut up.
Gamma,
You know what I mean?
I would rather go. Yeah, I would rather go to Egypt
Then go to Nigeria.
than go to Nigeria. I said, Morogo, bye. Eh? This is sad though. This is sad though. Let me feel this way
It's
because
not
you can't
you.
really,
You
at
are so
least
normal.
like this. You can't really say I want to go home and let me go. Like by this time, someone like me should be able to
I'll give you
plan
the
myself.
starter pack, man. If you want to go to Nigeria, I can give you the starter pack of how you can get yourself ready mentally and all of that. Okay, you will sit down first. You tell people that you love. Tell them that you love them, and then tell them that if anything goes wrong, tell them where your favorite and then precious stuffs are for them before all of that. Then you now start planning. Should you tell people you want to go and meet in Nigeria that you are coming? Yes, okay, you want to tell them. Should I tell them the day I'm going to arrive? No, don't tell them for security reason. Now, we are so worried that we cannot share our travel plan with our family members, no matter how much we trust them.
Yes,
you get
can't.
That? You have to start planning. Yes. Then you begin to think of, okay, if I get to Nigeria, no, I'm not traveling by road. I'm not going to Ondo by road. I hear that, okay, I'm not going to Ibadan by road. I don't want. Okay, if I'm going to go by road, I'm not going to travel at night. You begin to plan yourself.
Imagine.
From where we come from.
Where we live free,
we are living free where we are. But when it comes to Nigeria, we have to plan. And somebody says that we should endure it.
Imagine because I always say to them, so I don't like bringing the peace out of me. Everybody can cause but you people, you are just bringing this thing out of me because you have to cause them because they deserve it. Because I don't know how.
Anyway. You know what I told somebody, I said Nigerians should always sleep and wake up. Every time they see their politicians, they shouldn't see them and laugh. They should always see their politicians as people who are after your lives. Anybody that is after your children's education, your children's safety, your health care, your economic well-being, is after your life. Don't smile and embrace them if you are smart.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much,
man. Oh my God, it is well. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. My regards to the family. Thank you. All right, bye.
Stay safe, man. Okay, and greet your granddaughter as well. All the grandkids around there, tell them that you are also doing your best to make sure that when they go back to that place called Nigeria, if it doesn't exist anymore, there will be a safer place, better than Nigeria, within that contraption, because we're all forced together. We didn't ask to be one country. I promise you. Hello there.
Hello, Michael Dari Politico.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. This is Chike from Edmonton, Canada.
Chike, I think I got your message. Yes. I got a message from you not long ago. That is, that is very kind of you, and thank you. Okay. Meanwhile,
Michael, don't mention.
Baba, how are you?
I did, my brother. How your side now? How you did?
Same old, though. I'm still holding it. So, I mean, I've said it. If I have to be the last man standing, right? You can count on me. But good enough. I'm not the last man. I'm last man standing. I've got you guys. So yeah, I'm fine.
Honest. If there's a man that's going to stand last, I know it's going to be you, because honestly,
you can count on me. I can say that anywhere.
Certainly. I mean, I've been watching your program the last few days, and your frustration is so palpable. And honestly, I don't know how you do it, but I know you're holding it down for us. So thank you. I mean, what you do is thankless. So we really appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right.
And that's the reason why I will always come back, because I know I am doing something that people who spend their evening with me as well so much appreciate that. I mean, that is enough motivation. I won't lie. But Chike, thank you.
Yes.
There you go.
No problem. Yeah. So I just wanted to talk about a few things. Lady B talked about having the balls of steel. Right. Now, if there's one man that has the balls of steel, is certainly Datti Baba Ahmed. You know, and I think he's leveraging on the privilege that he has, and he's really taking advantage of that. I don't know if you. Yes, I don't know if you saw the full interview, but at some point, Charles Aniegolu was trying to use the Fitch report to insinuate that some sort of stability is coming. I mean, Charles is a very reputable journalist, but I can already sense that they prepared for Datti Baba Ahmed, and there's some sort of gagging going on in that space of the media.
You are so right. I cut off that Fitch report because I felt like Charles, like you said, right, was actually pushing an agenda that was completely not true. It was a complete misinformation, and it's about that Fitch report. I should have spoken about it anyway, but maybe I would. But yeah, I got that too, and I can sense some gagging, like you did too. Yeah, go on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you know, like the good thing is Daddy just shut him down right away, saying, forget about the Fitch reports, go to the streets and hear what the people are saying. And then Michael, look at the video you just played today about the women saying that people can no longer afford to buy fish. You know?
It's an evidence that is contrary to whatever Fitch. Meanwhile, that Fitch report as well has been what you see the way they reported it in Nigeria. And if you really open up the report, is a total contrast to what they are reporting. I'm going to do something on it too. But yeah, you're right. Go on.
Of course. Yeah. And you know, like, and that's a tip of the iceberg, what those women are saying. The problem is deeper. It's deeper. You know, the annoying thing is that, you know, okay, again, in as much as there's a general consensus for people like us in diaspora not to want to send money back to Nigeria because we don't want to reward all the BS that's going on, you know. But when you see people suffering, you know, it's really hard not to help. It's hard not to help. And again, you know, one thing that really makes me always like want to give like help is that, those poor people in Nigeria could have been any one of us.
Absolutely.
It could have been any one of us.
Maybe we're just, you know, people who have done everything they could, and despite all the things thrown at them, right? And eventually, it could be any of us.
Yeah. It could be anyone. And then just imagine you being in their shoes and nobody could reach out to help. You know, that's enough motivation to say, okay, in as much as these people, you know, another thing is what really annoys me is that if there's an election today, a great majority of those same people crying, Maigu, will still not vote for the right person.
Absolutely.
And they will, many of them will even help.
Of course.
Of course. Many of them will even help rig the election that will bring in someone that will make them suffer even 3 times more. You know, so it's a vicious cycle that is really hard to solve. You know, and the question is, I mean, Datti Ahmed said it best. I mean, are we really ready? You know, and
he did not mince his words.
He did not mince words.
He
came out guns blazing.
Should be, and he said, "This is not treason. I know what I'm talking about, and they can take me on or take me up on this." Right.
He was ready. You know, and you know, like it begs the question: do we really want a nation? And again, like, you know, this notion that, you know, the idea of Tinubu arresting Obi or Datti. Trust me, Tinubu is too smart for that. He's not going to try it.
Not like this.
Because he's too smart for that. He's not going to want to rile people up, you know. And, you know, I even believe that even if they are arrested, nothing will happen. It's not in the Nigerian DNA to revolt, you know. And even if at some point,
you know something, Chike, I think I know your game. You know what people do? What people do these days, right? They kind of try to remind Nigerians that, listen, we know nothing will happen, even though we know something will happen. But indeed, you know, we now say, let them arrest him first. You think this one is Supreme Court, Abi? People are looking for an excuse, right? To go back. But I get your game.
Yeah.
We know nothing will happen, even if they arrest them. Continue. I like that. Go on.
Nothing. Even if, maybe, you know what? Maybe let me even rile people. Not if it happen. And, you know, if anything happens, is it what happened at elected toll gates will happen on steroids. You understand? I mean,
so I always hope that if they really think that the only excuse they need, if anybody goes after these guys, they are also going to go out after them. Then you should remember, the people you want to go after that are going to arrest Obi and Datti, they will be 3 times worse than what happened in 2020. Chike just said that now.
Of course. Of course.
And if you're not ready for it, right, don't make mouth at all. So yeah.
Don't come out. You know, and you know, like, well, let's see what happens, you know. Again, like, you know, with all what Hope Uzodinma has been doing, you know, sometimes I'm like, that's even enough to cause a revolution in Imo State. You know, but I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with us, but let's see. Let's hope that,
tell you something,
you know,
tonight before you go, Chike. Do you know?
Go ahead, my bro.
In Kogi, today, they killed Yeye Bello's APC thugs. As reported,
No way.
They killed
Really?
their 3 policemen, and they killed about 6 other people that are in Kogi State for election. Today, as you are watching this video, 7 people, 3 policemen, and 6 civilians. Others received gunshot wound in Kogi today and Saturday's election.
Can you imagine? So this,
such?
Yes, this gives you an idea of what will happen on Saturday.
That gives an idea.
You know, this, yeah, you know, it's unfortunate, you know, really, like, my God, man, honestly, the situation of the country is insane. Like, you know, like, sometimes I wish, like, really, there was a magic wand to just at least try to solve some things, but we know it's not possible. Well, let's keep watching.
Too. Yeah, we are watching, though, because you know something we told people. We said we are not wishing for any violence. What have you in Nigeria? No, because wishes don't really make things happen. It is the actions and inactions of these people that will determine whether the people are going to go violence at them or not. But you can be rest assured that when the people are ready to go after these criminals, whether violently or peacefully, we will be on the side of that people. And you can take that to the bank.
Absolutely.
And we don't need to encourage them or anyone. But if they choose violence when it happens, or they choose peace, I, Mayegun for one, I'll be on their side. And you can call me any names after that, okay? But yeah, they will be the one that will determine whether this is going to be violent or it's going to be peaceful. Their actions and inactions.
Absolutely.
Chike.
Absolutely.
God bless you, Baba.
And you too, Michael. One last thing, I was going to say, don't worry about those people that want to use your tears to drink Gary, because last, they don't go feel bad the Gary, so nothing they happen.
So you remember, I said they should come on here, right? When I drop my own tears for the first 1 hour 30 minutes, right? Others are going to drop their tears, but they should make sure that they shouldn't just take our tears if they can't afford Gary. Look at it. Some of them are not asking for tears anymore.
Yeah.
Are you not noticing, right? That they are not saying that you will cry for 8 years. Your cry just starts. I don't notice that has reduced.
Of course.
People don't really say that to people
they never
anymore.
start to cry. The cry never starts.
Because now them they cry now. The Agbadomites, the Agbadorians, they were those who were expecting Tinubu to do magic. People who expect anything from Tinubu, they are not complaining. Other than say, Tinubu, 8 years, so take them on the right. See, God bless you, Baba. Thank you so much for tonight.
Okay? God bless you, too. No problem, man. Have a good one. All right.
Too. Cheers, man. So that's Chike from Canada. Clear, what do you call it? Clear position from those who have seen it all. And I'm so happy that a lot of people have actually seen it all. And a lot of people are monitoring and then watching things. So if this helps you to understand and make a choice when that clarion call or bell sounds, and you are not one of those who are going to be giving excuses why they can't because they don't want to die. I don't want to die. They are going to shoot us and they are going to arrest us and all the rest, right? The actions and inactions of these criminals are going to make you make a choice soon. And I promise me that when that time comes, with all you know, you would have been so prepared enough to know why. You have just one more fight in you. You should use it for your own liberty and your freedom. It is not going to be given to anybody. And there is no Jesus Christ coming to die for any of us again. I promise you that. Nobody is coming to die to free you anymore. If you think slavery is good, you can keep your life. But if you know slavery is actually demeaning and then not good. I mean, you will be willing to lose the life if that is what will actually stand as your own freedom or liberty for others too. You will do it. It's not Mayegun that will make you do it. The Nigeria criminals will make you do it. And Mayegun will report it. You can count on that. Here. Hello there. You might need to mute the broadcast so that you and I can speak on talk on the phone. Is that all right?
Oh, hello.
Is that Charm?
Yes.
That
Good
is
evening.
Lady Sham. How are you tonight? Cham, rather.
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm here. Thank you.
I've decided to go off YouTube for a while.
Okay.
So I only
go on.
I think I only started listening to your broadcast again yesterday.
So you took some break, right?
No, I took a break because
Did you?
Yeah. Just generally because I feel like sometimes it's good to detach from all of this social media. You know, every now and then you just need to step away. Okay.
Take a break.
So, I listened to your broadcast yesterday, maybe after Obi's speech, I think, and Datti's interview with Charles. Now, a lot of people, sometimes the comment section just riles me up, I have to say.
No, that's weird. we know those who don't have enough juice in them. Sometimes they don't last well in that comment section. I do read some of them. I'm like, it's a different world. Sure.
No, it's a whole different engagement on the chat group. I know. I mean, I said this earlier that I don't generally engage in the chat group because it's just not my thing. Okay, and first of all, I don't even like to type. So,
so you
anyway,
just
let me get straight to the point.
Until somebody kind of they are coming to provoke you to grab your phone, either calling or
to get
reply.
Exactly.
I know.
To get my phone. No, I don't try to reply anybody. I just pick up my phone, and if I get through to you, I'll have a conversation. So, and I think because a lot of people were talking about OB and saying, what flip-flopping, and things like that. And I thought about it and I was thinking to myself, right, now, if we're here being keyboard warriors and saying that OB is waffling or he's flip-flopping and whatever, right, what are you doing?
A big question.
Right?
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Okay, because let's put it this way, right? I buy a pair of shoes, yeah?
Yes.
I put my feet into the pair of shoes and it hurts like hell. Am I waiting for somebody else to tell me what to do with that pair of shoes, right? Are you not the one suffering? Are you waiting for Obi to come out and tell you, oh, come, let us all go and match and do this and that and the other?
Open it up like that,
You are the one suffering. You are the one who wants a better country or a better, I don't know,
something about better than what you are being offered.
Life, yeah? Something better than what you're being offered. We are the ones suffering. We're the ones going through whatever. Even us in the diaspora, you just talked about it, you just addressed it a few minutes ago, where people who want to go home, you have to do it under the cloud of secrecy because the place is unsafe. You can't go about telling people, oh, you're going to go back to Nigeria so that somebody will wait for you. No. So we also are feeling it. So the question is, what are you doing? Forget about Obi. Forget about Datti.
What are you
doing? What are you ready to do? And I keep talking about solutionizing the conversation because a lot of people come on here and they just I don't know, and I think part of the reason why I detach was because it seems like these discussions that you have and these insights that you have is like comedy, or it's like, I just want to watch my and listen to him.
Yeah,
I mean, is he really making exactly and pass time and then go to the comment section and talk nonsense? What are you doing? There are people out there who are protesting. What are you doing? Instead of coming here becoming a keyboard warrior and saying this and that and the other, what are you doing? That's the question that we should be asking each and every one of us. Obi has done his own. In case any of us were burying our heads in the sand, right? Thinking that we had a country. Now we know we don't have a country. We don't have a country. We don't have a constitution.
There's no democracy. There's no constitution.
There's no democracy. There's no constitution. There's no nothing. What are you going to do? That would be the question. And I think another thing I wanted to ask
Please.
Is there a way to take it further? Because yes, I'm very big on solutionizing things, right? So I'm thinking, okay, I can't go to Nigeria and protest. What can I do as a diasporan here?
Yes.
Is there somewhere we can actually take our course? Because why can't we agitate for our own individual entities? Why do we? And I say this because I've actually thought about it, and I always, a lot of people give me flack for saying I want to run Nigeria. That's not necessarily what I want. Now, the Tinubu government cannot give you, will not tell you to redo the constitution because it works for him. Okay. Now, a Tinubu government will not call for a referendum to ask whether or not we should remain as a country. He's not going to do that because the entity as it is favors him. Okay.
Yes.
Now, if I'm asking that we push for an OB government, is because that's a legitimate government. We can then start to push for. Do you know what? We need to address the constitution. Okay. We need to start talking about whether or not we want to remain.
Like you know what we said the last times. Like something I offered as see, I have one solution, and that solution is like one size fits all. And I'll tell you again. I've said it before. I said instead of preparing to be opposition that will then start mobilizing people for another election in another 2 years. How about opposition and all these people, everybody come together and stage a never seen before mega, sort of a mega protest that will say there will be no future election in Nigeria until Nigerians agree that they still want to be part of this country on an agreed constitution written by them before any other election happens again in Nigeria. That could be a movement that takes care of everybody's problem with Nigeria, including those who want to have confederation, those who are talking of a living, those who still want to be, you know what I mean? Like it will open the flood of, you know what I mean? But except for that.
That's the solution, because I'm also thinking of say, okay, not that I necessarily trust the West, because I really don't, because as we have seen, we had the German Chancellor come to the country a couple of days ago.
Yes.
What that should tell anyone, and okay, aside from the German Chancellor, you also had Tinubu go to, I think, United Arab Emirates or Saudi Arabia.
He's currently in Saudi Arabia, yes. They are doing the Arab Africa Summit, something like that.
So what that should tell every Nigerian is that, you see, the West, the East, all of these people, they don't care who you bring.
No.
If you like, bring a performing monkey for them. They will do business with the person.
That's right.
As long as they can say, sign here, and the performing monkey signs there. That's none of their business. Okay? So they don't care who is here. They fully well know what we know about Tinubu, but here they are coming to our own country for whatever reasons, because we cannot believe anything that comes out from this government in terms of information, because they lie a lot, right? But the point is that they came. Now, if we felt that, okay, all of these upstanding so-called democracies, they won't come to do business, here they are. Here they are with this criminal trying to do business or do whatever they want.
They don't care. It's about their interest.
They don't care, right? Because they want their interest. As long as, like I said, you can get the performing monkey to sign on the dotted line, none of their business.
It's a deal.
If people want to stay here, exactly, you are the one that is crying. If it pains you too much, hit the streets. How many do you want to kill? How many do you want to kill? Anyway, I think the part of the reason why I called was that, listen, your show is not a comedy. I think there are people who take it seriously. It's not a joke. So when people come and all these laughter emojis and things, I'm like, what are you guys doing here? Right?
No.
And then finally,
let me just. I know.
I just want to address one more thing and then I'll go.
All right. Okay. Because our time is coming as usual, to a close. So let's use that. Go on.
There is AGK called the Igbo people the Jews, that they are Jews. And your comment section was started blowing up.
I expected that. Every time somebody, every time an Igbo person says Igbos are Jews, right? It's always rile other people up, but I kind of don't dwell on it. I just let people react, and there are the only people who have legitimacy to react are the Igbo. So here you are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Igbo,
whether or not we're Jewish, I don't know, right? But the point I'm trying to make is this: if you go to the Princeton University, there are existing maps of pre-colonial Africa, right, or even colonial Africa, which details the wandering. It details it there. It says Igbo, the wandering Jews, right? And they are not the only ones that they are called Jews. So when people talk about, okay, come and make statements like that, right? You need to back up your statements with facts. And I'm giving you facts. You can go to the Princeton University.
You know something?
Exactly.
Right? I love the fact that you are using the authentic evidence to actually back that up, even educated like that. Okay, put it that way. It is true that there is actually an historical documentation that referred to the Igbos as like wandering Jews.
The wandering Jews, right?
Which means they are everywhere. And they will be, you know what I mean? Like, so if Igbos refer to themselves as Jews, it doesn't mean that they are Jewish, whatever is linked to that of Israel that way.
Exactly. Exactly. I would also finally, like anyone who wants to explore that further, to look at the history of a former slave called Olaudah Equino. It's out there. Google is your best friend. He was a slave taken from the Igbo land. You can read up what he says about our people. But again, I just said, you know what, I'm just going to put it out there.
Well, you've given a perspective to that point, and I bet right now a lot of people are grabbing their phones and checking, like, okay, I'm going to go check. I have no idea. I do. So, Champ, thank you so much, ma. You know,
you're welcome.
As usual. Okay, you've done your part now, and you've dropped your usual thought-provoking, sort of contributions. Okay, but somebody said I should ask you that. What are you doing about it too? Don't answer me, okay? Don't. I'm going to leave it at that because it's like everybody's asking that. It was meant to be a question. Some people don't understand. They didn't understand that. It was meant to be a question that you have to ask yourself. Charm
exactly, the man in the mirror.
You have to ask yourself and say, like, okay, after all this now, after all this, what am I doing? What am I going to do?
What am I doing? Yeah. Exactly. Thank you, my good. You get it.
Bless you. So, Cham, you take it easy, okay? And you have a wonderful evening yourself, right? Now, that is where we are going to draw the curtains tonight. Again, our time is up, okay? And thank you for spending yours with me, even though some of you are just entering evening now in the US and other places. In Australia, too, you're already in tomorrow. They're already 8th of November in Australia, but it's great that a lot of you spend your money with me. Some spend their evening, and the rest of us who have spent our evenings together, we're going to be going to bed soon. So if you joined us midway, please watch this from the start, okay? And if you have been watching from the start, please don't leave without dropping your offering. Like the broadcast, share it, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again, inshallah. Promise. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun Diary political. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary na you be number one.
àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Mayegun Diary na you be number one.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Mayegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Mayegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Mayegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Mayegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.